Hey guys, what's up? It's XS here, and I'm back with another video. I've been uploading lately mainly because I've been really busy, and not only have I been busy, but I've been visiting some old things that I used to play in the past, such as this game right here. This, my friends, is HackerForever, which is an online role-playing game that I used to play a lot. And I'm just recently coming back to it, and I'm here to kind of show it off and give some of my personal tips and everything. So, let's get started with the inbox and the IM system and all that. So basically the game has its own IM system. You can message other people in the game, like for example when I was messaging this guy who had recently hacked me, which I will talk about hacking once we get down to that section. The game also has an outbox where it shows your sent messages, of course. Now, this, which is a really cool feature and really handy, this tells you if they've read the message. So if the title, like your subject, is still in white in the outbox, then they haven't read it yet. But once it turns gray, they've read it. So yeah, that's a simple explanation of the IM system. Now let's move on to profile. There's several things you can do with your profile, and if you want to, you can pause this and read all my information on here. But the profile is where you can edit all your stuff. Like, you can change your ethic from black hat to gray hat to white hat. You can you can change your country inside this area, but I'm not going to go into there. You can see the date which you joined, which I joined back in March 31st, 2011. But back then I didn't really play much, and I had basically waited about 2 or 3 months, and then I started playing all that summer, and I got all the way up to like level 75 in the summer. And then I took a small break, and then after I took that break, I got up to level 80, and here I am. And I just recently came back, and I haven't leveled up any at all, because the higher level you are, the harder it is to level up, obviously. So now let's get to the friend, foe, and ignore list. Friend list, you can see all your friends and everything, the number of servers they have, all that. Foe list are people who are obviously not your friend. And then the ignore list, you just completely ignore these people. So, yeah, that's a basic explanation. Kind of explains itself, really. Now on to stats. You can see all of your stats and everything just by being on here. So, like, let's start with the top. You can see how many days you've had your membership. Like, I've had mine for 653 days. My experience, my total experience right now, 39,369. Experience gained in the last 24 hours, 686. I'm level 80, and you get the point, obviously. And these are your successes and fails at PC hacks, servers, your infected servers that you've ever had infected, and your contracts. You know, I'll get into contracts again when we get down to that area. But this video might be long, and honestly, for people who like role-playing, I think this would be a great game for you. Oh yeah, you can also add people to the FBI list, and if you add them to the FBI list, it takes a while, but they end up getting sent to prison. So yeah, it's a very fun game. Alright, so after stats, we got achievements. These are your achievements that you've gotten, and I'll just read mine off if you can't read them. I've bailed 120 people, which thus makes me revolutionary. I've done 20 contracts, which makes me a talker. I'm a level 7, I passed level 70, so I'm a tech hero. 120 PC hacks makes me apocalyptical, and 40 server hacks makes me a server crippler. And my total achievement score, 1080. Now onto my system. Now, I'm going to black out the IP on the video. Either that or I'll just change my IP. So if it's not blacked out for you, then I'm going to probably just update it. You can buy CPUs, main boards, and memory. Now the higher these are, the more efficient your hacks will be. Hard drive and everything, like, you don't really need a really big hard drive depending on how much you store. Firewalls, security packs, server sniffers, which I'll get into those again whenever we get down to the world this time, as you can probably see internet. Over here shows your connection type, which is T3, which is currently the best one you can get. There are two different types of, I'm just going to call them like two different types of internet. Basically, you got NoobNet, which is what you go on whenever you first start the game. I recommend, however, that you stay in NoobNet until level 50 from what I've heard, and then you can actually buy dial-up from the ISP and everything. And you can request new IPs, but you have to buy something for that. This is your gateway IP, which I will black this out too, definitely, because I don't want anyone hacking the gateway. There's also clans, by the way, just letting you know. Yeah, I guess that's it for system. Now, you have your own in-game hard drive, so it's like virtual PC. I have nothing on here right now, but basically, whenever you have an item in here, there will be an X right here to either remove it, and depending on if you can install it or not, there will be an install button right there. So, file transfers. These are basically whenever you hit the download or buy button in one of the stores, then obviously they go to here, they get transferred to your PC, and then go onto your hard drive. Simple as that. Now we get to some exciting parts here. We get logs. So you have 4 different logs, and you have to actually install the log system in order to do this. You got your system.log. I erased my log earlier, but basically this shows people who have hacked you. And now I'm going to go on to the next log. Alright, now we got hack.log. This basically shows what you've hacked. Like, for example, money steal trojans, brute forces on servers. And I'll teach you how to do this kind of stuff in the future. Like, I'll be making some videos on how-tos maybe, if you want to see some, which I might just do them anyway, because mainly some of you guys don't have YouTube accounts to comment, so yeah. Alright, so that's hack.log. Now let's go to transfer.log. These are your file transfers and stuff. Nothing really too important, but yeah. Now we have server.log. Now this will show you all of your servers that you bought, and servers are a source of money, so depending on your level depends on the maximum number of servers you can have. So right now I only have 1 server with software on it, I have another server with nothing on it. So yeah, these are my servers and stuff. End of contract. Again, I'll tell you what contracts are, blah blah blah, you know. So yeah, these are logs. So infections. Here is a very interesting part. So basically, once you initiate a hack on a PC or a server, it'll show up in this top area right here. So, say if I infected one of my friends, SWAT Sickle, say I infected him with a money steal trojan, and then it'll show the date that I infected him at, and then the status. Say it's still attempting to install, there will be no action. But if it has been installed, then there will be 2 actions. You can uninstall it, or you can execute it. So, basically, if your hack is successful, or your installation of a virus is successful on another computer, then you hit the execute button, and then it'll do that hack. So, a money steal trojan, just a quick explanation. Money steal trojan will basically get into the system, log into their bank account, and then send a good amount of their money over to your bank. So basically you can steal money in this game, and it's one of the best things if you get like a guy that has like 9 million in his bank. So yeah, that's infections. Now on the toolbox. You can ping a hacker. So say if someone that I didn't like didn't change their IP, I could test if they changed the IP by typing in their username and the IP I got last time and hitting the ping button. You can ping a server and an FBI server, obviously, because I wasn't here whenever I did that. You can scan a subnet, so basically just type in someone's username and hit scan, and then it goes onto the internet and shows you all their servers. You can connect to an FTP server, where you can download stuff that other people upload. This is gradient text, basically, so like if you like enter something here and then change the from color to say red and this one to purple, and then you copy paste it into your about me on your profile, and then of course hit done, then you will get like a really cool gradient effect, which I have on my profile, as you've seen, like the white to sort of black. The last time I tried to do the witness report things, they didn't work, which of course this was before I left, so I will probably do something about that later, but I haven't messed with the FBI since I've been back. Alright, server manager. Here's where things get very interesting. Now, let's start off with names and IPs and stuff. You can basically click on the IP and it'll take you to the server. Alright, the H is your health, the F is your firewall, and the C is your cluster strength. Cluster strength is actually very interesting because what it is that if you, say, have one server on the internet that's all alone, this will be like down to about here. But if you have one server next to it, it'll increase to 50%. 2 servers, 75%, and I think 3 servers will put you up to 100, and I'm not sure. But basically, let's just move on. Alright, so in the software store, which I'm going to show you eventually, all this stuff is coming up, by the way, so if you want to, then you can go ahead and skip ahead and see if you can find it. But the software store you can buy all this kind of stuff, and you've probably seen that one word right there. So yeah, you can also reset the total profit you've gotten off of servers and everything. Like I'm resetting profit on that server right now. You can also update the passwords. Quick tip, never, ever type in a normal password. Like I used to use the same password for all my servers, and all my servers got hacked in one day. But use like random numbers and letters because you really don't need to remember them. Alright, so bank account. I'm already logged in, so I don't have to log in. This is where you can see transactions and withdrawals and all that. Basically, I do a lot of small hacks just to get some money because, well, the game recently became very, how would I put it, very poor because a bunch of millions got wasted from what I've heard, or trashed and burned and everything, and just, ugh. So basically everyone's poor. So yeah, that's a bank account. You can send money to people and everything. Notepad, you can edit stuff, you know, name it whatever you want to. All that doesn't really matter. 1 second. Alright, support tickets. This is where you can see your support tickets, and basically support tickets are stuff such as you report bugs. You can ask if a feature can be added, etc, etc, etc. Here's the logout button. No need to show you that because they don't want to log out. Clan. If you're in a clan and you go to info, you can see all of your info. And there's my friend right there. I'm in his clan right now. I'm going to be creating my own clan eventually, so if you want to join my clan, if you join this game, just send me an IM in the game. I'll put my HackerForever name in the description. Actually, it's right here. So, yeah, this is the clan info page. And then you can also see the members here. We got 3 admins on here and 4 players like I am, because obviously me and SWAT are having a little bit of difficulties. I guess apparently he doesn't like the fact that I'm allied with a certain someone on this game, so alright, and the message members, you can basically message all of your members, but you have to be part of clan council. Bank account, you can view the clan bank account, but you have to know the password, and yeah. Forums. You can have your own individual clan forums. These are viewed by the game administration, but still can be very useful. But yeah. Alright, really quickly I need to go do something, so I will pause the video and I will be back in about 1 second your time. Alrighty, I'm back. So yeah, we just left off with the forums, and now time to head to invites. This is where you can invite people. So, I'm not part of the clan council, so I can't do that. So yeah, oh, and I'll get a chance to show off the IM system here in a bit as well. Alright, now on to world. Here we have internet. Now, this may look confusing to you, which it is confusing at first, but once you get to know the game, you'll understand it. So, all the black spaces are empty servers, which means no one hosts them, obviously. Colored ones belong to different clans. There's symbols on servers, like the @ sign is the gateway, which I will probably cover. Well, it's kind of going to be obvious anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There are 10 hibernating servers, which are located with a dash. The exclamation marks, which you can see down here by the pink area in the bottom right corner, shows your servers, and the number sign, I don't know what you call that. You call that a pound, I think? Yeah, a pound. Those are subnets, which basically, whenever you go to the toolbox and scan a subnet, aka username, so if I were to go there and type in SWAT signal, it'd show all the servers in the top left corner. You got the infected with health drainer, and infected with revenue stealer. I'm so sorry, I'm very tired while I'm recording this, so just bear in mind that really quickly. So yeah. Now, let's move on to economy. This shows the economy for server software. So, if the higher the bar is, obviously, then the more money you'll get for that server. So, pretty simple. Newsletters will take you to an FTP where people write newsletters of the game and everything. And, I mean, I don't read all of them. Like, sometimes I'll read them, but not all the time. Active clans. This will show all the clans that are currently active. Now, a lot of people have left after all the stuff got burnt up and everything, the money. So, these are the only active clans right now, I guess. If you don't count game administration, that's just the administrative team. Which is an awesome administrative team, like the best one I've ever had, even though I've been banned like 3 times. A couple for accidental things, but still. Alrighty, so search. You can search for hackers and clans. So if I wanted to search for my friend SWAT Sickle, I could just type in his name here, hit find, and it'll go to his profile. Now, as you guys can see by my inbox, I have a 1. That indicates that I have a message, which I'm going to look at after we get done with the World tab. Public FTPs. Here's where the game can get interesting. You can post stuff into these FTPs. So, say if I wanted to help someone out and make it so that way they only buy like a connection destroyer for like $2 instead of $4,000. I could put it on here and upload it for $2 and they'd be able to buy it. So now we will move on to who's active. And this shows all the people who have been active in the past 15 minutes and the past 24 hours. Here you can see all the icons, like there's supporters, moderators, administrators. Level 120s will be marked with a check mark, but no one is level 120 yet. Premium hackers, jailed, imprisoned. So yeah, that's that then. Public forums. These are basically the entire game forums, which are in-game forums, and yeah. Support tickets. These are everyone's support tickets on different feature requests, bugs, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so the next thing on the list is the game and support chat. I'm over here in it, as you can see. So, ooh, Peb's online. Okay, so, yeah. This is where you can talk to other players in the game. So, So basically you can just chat around, have some fun, everything. I guess that's it for the game and support chat. I will probably come back to this because mainly I love using chat. Alright, so now we're done with the world tab. Now I'm going to show you the inbox. So I completed a contract and successfully completed it. Now I have $98,000 due to the money that was sent to me. So I kicked the guy offline. Great. Basically. So yeah. At the end of this, I'm going to probably start another contract and show you how everything is done with contracts and everything, and it just shows you basic hacks and everything. Now, depending on what contract I get depends on if I'll show it or not. So yeah, this was the first 3 tabs. Now let's move on to the 4th. Okay, Marketplace. Premium Hacker. You can donate to the game, and if you donate to the game, you get special privileges in the game. So, I'm not a premium hacker, but I'm planning on being one eventually, because I really want to be able to have some of those special privileges. Although it doesn't give you advantages, but still. You can buy an ad. I'm not sure what this is, because I haven't actually tested it out. But basically, I guess if you buy an ad, then you can put it, like, it'll be somewhere on here, and it'll show like a message or something. Not sure what it's for exactly, but I think it might be useful for some stuff, like oh, I have an example. Like, maybe if you make a clan, since it has to be HackerForever related, maybe if you create a new clan and are advertising for it, maybe you can put that in here, but it costs 200,000 in-game dollars, and right now everyone is poor as fuck. So, yeah, I guess that's it for ads. Let's go to Skynet ISP. Now, whenever you get to here, you can purchase internet. So if you're still in NoobNet and you're ready to go ahead and connect to the internet, just buy dial-up, which is $0. It's very simple. And then eventually you can upgrade your internet to like T1, T3, DSL and all that. T3 is the best, which I told you earlier. So yeah, that's Skynet ISP. Now I have time for 1338 hardware. Far beyond the elite, according to this. So clever. You can buy your CPUs, your memory, your hard disks. Wow, they have terabyte hard disks now? Damn. Mainboards. And yeah. Now I'll move on to software. This is where you can get any essential tool you might need. Like, for example, Lookout Email. You need that in order to use IMs. IP Refresh will refresh your IP whenever you request it. System Logs will show you your current logs in the system. Server Sniffer allows you to see the IP and stuff of servers whenever you click on a block. The Hard Disk Defragger, you can make your hard drive last longer. Make sure hard drive as if it was new. The V2.0 of Server Sniffer just displays an extra firewall strength. Here you got all the firewalls you can buy. You're going to want to get some pretty good firewalls if you plan on not being hacked. Same for security packs. Yeah, you can get virus scanners too. Let's talk about gateways for a bit though. Gateways are what you can use to make a clan. So, say, if I wanted to make a clan, I'd have to buy one of these gateways. You can start off with a small one, and it can hold up to 10 connections, so basically me and 9 other people can be in a clan with a small gateway, which is plenty enough for starters. And then, if your clan becomes more known, you can upgrade to 40 connections to a clan, and yeah. Hacking tools. I'm going to explain each and every one of these. So, the Noob Tool. Noobs can use this to basically hack a dummy for points and everything. The Connection Destroyer will kick someone offline if the hack is successful. Software Leecher allows you to see files on the opponent's hard drive. Money Steal Trojan, I explained that it will steal a good portion of the money from their bank. Inbox Crusher deletes their entire inbox, all their messages. The Message Stealer will steal all system messages. Well, it won't necessarily steal it, it'll just include a copy. The Bank Log Stealer is a virus that logs into the victim's bank account and steals the 10 most recent bank transfers. Brute Force Password Cracker, you can install this on a server and you can get the password and then you can steal the server, and I hate that. Remote Hard Drive Destroyer. This will destroy someone's hard drive. They'll have to buy a new hard drive and will lose every file on their hard drive if this hack is successful. The Gateway Destroyer. You need this and a Money Steal Trojan in order to take down a gateway, which is DDoSing it. So, yeah. If you install Server Revenue Stealer onto a server, it'll intercept the server money and direct it to you. Server Health Destroyer will basically infect a server, and if a server is infected, the infection can spread to other servers connected to it, thus causing basically each and every server to slowly drain health. But it's very effective. Here are your operating systems. The better, the better, I guess. I currently have not bought any because I've been trying to save up money, and yeah. Here's all your server software. I'm not going to go through them all because it's not really that important. So yeah, this is the software store. Backup online is also another interesting thing. You can basically back up all the files on your system and installed software. So like your IM system, all that, you can back that all up, and then if you get hacked, like with a hard drive destroyer, you can just buy a new hard drive, then restore it. Let's see if anyone said anything in the game chat. Huh. Warned YouTube. Reason. Hello. Yeah. So, yeah. Some of the things that people say in here, I guess. Winston or Arthur Dent said, "I love your videos, YouTube." Okay. That was Backup Online. Now I'll move on to Antivirus Online. So if you select one of these and then hit scan, you can get your system scanned. So remember, in the infections area, if a virus is installed on a system, you can hit the execute button. So as long as you have not hit that execute button, the virus is able to be detected by this. So it just takes longer depending on what you get. So for example, basic takes 30 minutes, and if you get the professional, it takes 10 minutes, and it's quite cheap too, in a range from $1,000 to $5,000. And trust me, that is cheap in this game. So ConDef. This I'm going to have to explain. ConDef, basically if you sign up for it, you will be able to gain skill and everything from each and every hack that you do. So, for example, if I were to buy this, which I have nowhere near enough money to buy it, I would be able to start gaining skill from each and every hack I did, as long as I hacked a level above me. I'm not sure if that changed or not, because I haven't been here for a long time. But that's ConDef. Alright, here's the very interesting part. Cybercrimes. Small hacks we will start out with. These are what you can do for pocket change, obviously. The higher the success rate, the higher chance you have of actually getting it. If you try and hack into the Pentagon and try to find UFO proof, you're probably gonna not get it. Unless you're just a very lucky person, and screw you. No, I'm kidding. So I'm just gonna do the usual one I do at my level. For noobs, I recommend kicking a neighbor offline, because while you're in NoobNet, that'll give you some EP level up quite quickly, and it also gives you pretty good chance to start out with. So I'm just going to do the TV network thing, and I succeeded. So that's small hacks for you. Contract hacks are different. Basically, if you request a contract, they'll message you what you have to do, and that's what I did, obviously. So then you have to thus go through that process. And at the end of this video, I will request a contract and I will show you what to do, depending on what the contract is, because if it's the FBI one, heck nah. So, I'm not messing with the FBI until I get a little bit higher level, because I messed with it before, and I've been in prison like twice, I think. So yeah, that's contract hacks. Hacker for hire. This is where you can hire a hacker to find someone's IP address. So if I wanted to find my friend SWAT's IP address, I'm going to use him in every single freaking example that I can, mainly because he's the only person I can think of right off the top of my head. So I'd type his name in here, and then I would type in how many I want to hire. I usually hire 2, and that usually gets the job done. Then you hit hire hackers. You can also find out who hacked you, and you can also find out the FBI server IP. So, yeah. And obviously they added steal bank logs from a clan, which costs $1 million. Pointless, in my opinion, depending on if people in the game are rich or not. But yeah. Alright, so where was I? Alright, we're on Hacker for Hire. Hacker PC. If you have the IP and a tool and someone's name, you enter their name, their IP, and then select the tool you want to use, and then initiate the hack. And then that'll put their name in your infections, and it'll say that it's attempting to install a virus. Once it's installed, it'll say execute or uninstall, and I'm not sure what it does if it's failed, because I haven't failed ever since I came back yet. So that's that. Hack a server. IPs are easy to find for servers. All you just need is a tool, and then you can initiate the hack, and hopefully you win. So, good luck! What's next? Hack FBI database. If you get the password by hacking the FBI, you can log in and add or remove someone from the FBI list, basically. So, yeah. DDoS a gateway. If you have people in here, you can DDoS, which is denial of service. You can basically attack a gateway, which is the thing of a clan, so yeah. You can potentially take down a clan and get a good portion of money, but if you have an MST and a gateway destroyer. Servers, all you need is brute force password cracker. The more people, the better. The higher levels, the better. PCs, you need a connection destroyer. Again, higher levels the better. And the last thing, the capture of the file event. This is a very interesting event. So, if you have the file, then you'll begin to decrypt it. And basically what this means is that if you keep the file, I think you win money or something. I haven't played this for a while, so I'm not exactly sure, but I'm going to play it whenever I get to level 90. I'm going to be very competitive on it, but so, yeah, you can play this if you want to, but good luck keeping the file, because there's a lot of high levels in this game now, so. Alright, now on to law enforcement. We're almost done. Jail, people who are in jail, you can try and bust people out. Bubba is basically known as the one who, like, I'm not exactly sure where the thing comes from, but I usually say don't pick up the soap, so. Alright, prison. Of course, people who are in prison, no one right now. People who are added onto the FBI list, which we are going into right now. FBI's most wanted. These are people who have been added to the list. Unfortunately, Paboka is on the list, so not sure who added her. Yes, there's like 2 females I know that play the game. Not that big of a deal, but still. So yeah. Information. I'm not going to go to each and every one of these pages, considering the fact that they're very simple to understand. The wiki has different topics and stuff, so if you didn't learn enough from this video, you can go there and learn how to do something. The rules will show you every single rules. Actually, I want to see if any of this has changed or not from what it used to be. Multiple accounts still banned. Impersonation, still a jail or ban. Bug abuse, still. English is a chat kick. Harassment would be jail. External tools, refreshers, rankers, real hacking tools, macros, etc. ban money store accounts, which are basically if you have 2 accounts. You're only allowed 2 accounts per IP, by the way. So if you and a friend like live in the same house for some unknown reason, then you guys can play on that. But basically money store accounts are whenever you create 2 accounts and you use one account to store money, which is basically like an unhackable one. Clan colors. You cannot set it to black because the background is black, and you cannot set it using server cloakers. The use of the color F88017 is reserved for the game administration. Using it will make you break rule number 2, impersonation. Okay. External links. You are not allowed to post external links in public forums and in the game support chat. External links such as YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, 9gag, etc. are allowed as long as they are appropriate. Real hacking discussions will get you jailed or banned. Opening a feature request ticket as a support ticket while under level 75. You're not allowed to open a support ticket trying to get a feature request implemented while under 75. You need, again, stop doing that. You need to get to know the game first, of course, obviously. So, that's the rules, basically. Noob Guide will take a noob, aka any of you people who start to play it. It will show you guys the game, and it will help you walk through it, basically. The game manual. The game manual will show you, like, some stuff about the game that you might need to know. Stats. Stats are current world stats of HackerForever. So, like, the most dominating clan, the highest reputationed player, reputation, that isn't even a word, so, pfft. Anyway, world rank list will show the ranks of people. Like, right now, Paboka, I think, Paboka, hold on a second, I'm just gonna check this. And, oh yeah, you get these little captchas, which are not necessarily captchas, they're different. But they're not that bad. I mean, they're really easy to go through, especially since you changed it from what it used to be. It used to actually be captchas where you had to rate them. And was I correct? Yep, Paboka is the #1 player in HackerForever right now by 3 levels. Jollibee is also on the same network with Paboka, so they're like a thing, I think, from what I've heard. So, yeah, Paboka, shout out to you for being the highest level. Alright. Hall of Shame. People who have been banned, basically. And, yeah. Just check that out every once in a while to see if you can get some laughs out of it. Country list. Show the number of people in each country. Credits will show the credits of the game, obviously. Entertainment. Blackjack, which is basically gambling. Can be very useful if you're really good at it. Like, for example, I was playing it last night a lot, and I, like, got all the way up to 50,000, and then I ended up wasting it all, so, yeah. Cheap cash is a lottery system in the game. I'm tired of this question. Fucking stop. Anyway. Cheap cash is the lottery system, and you can have up to 50 tickets, and if you win, which is checked every Friday at 1600 HackerForever time, if you win, you get a pretty good amount. Games are games that you can play while you're in jail. So, that's an explanation of pretty much everything on this little list that you can do. Of course, I honestly think this game is going to have much more potential. Right now, the game is in version 5. But yeah, so since we're done with that, I might as well show you how I usually do my contract hacks. So if I click here, I request a contract, like that. It costs nothing to request a contract. And it does take a few minutes to request a contract, though. So while I do that, I usually go to small hacks so I can get some extra pocket change. And I'm almost to 100k, which is very good. Although, if some of the people on HF watch this, they might end up MSTing me, so I will know if you did. Shout out to you guys. Not necessarily a shout out, but still, I will know if you did, because I'm going to be posting this link in the HF chat for anyone who might want to see it. So, while I'm waiting, I'll just, talk in here. So yeah, eventually it'll show me like the IM and stuff and all that, and just gotta wait. I've been wondering this for a while, by the way. Alright, so we got the message. Now I'll check my inbox. Alright, contract. Hope it's a good one. An anonymous contact wants you to trash the hard drive of a hacker known as 1NT0Keeper, which contains classified hidden data. The offer will expire at 10:52 HF time. So basically, they will pay me $50,000 if I win this contract, and you have 2 hours to do the contract. So if you fail, you can just keep doing it again. So, and also do small hacks while you're doing it, just in case you end up running out of money. So here's what you do once you get a name. This is just one of the contracts you get after you pass the level where you can buy a hard drive destroyer. So I'm going to copy the name right here, and I already did that. And in order to find out his IP, which we need in order to destroy his hard drive, we need to go to HackerForever. I usually hire 2 hackers to trace down the IP of someone. So I'm just going to paste his name in there and hire the 2 hackers. And now, after about 15 minutes, they will send me an IM, and then that'll be all good. Now, while this is going on, we need to go to the software store and buy a hard drive destroyer. So, let's do that. Go all the way down to the hacking tools, remote hard drive destroyer, $14,000 to buy. So basically, you need to have at least that much. So I'm going to buy one. It don't actually take the money out of your account until the download finishes. So as you can see, the download time shows up here. So now what you can do is you can wait for the HackerForever to finish and just do some small hacks, you know, talk in the game and support chat. It's all good. So yeah. And I'm typing something. You might not understand what this is, but yeah, alright. So until I get the H for H results, I will pause it right here, and I'll be back in about 1 second your time. So yeah. Alrighty. I'm back. Alright. So, our HackerForever. We have one that failed and one that won. So let's look at the one that won, obviously, because we want the IP. Alright, here's the IP. Now, all you have to do is just copy the IP, remember his name, 1NT, and since Chrome saves usernames, I don't necessarily have to type it again. So, we go into HackerPC, and then I type in his name, 1NT0Keeper, paste in their IP, select the tool, which the tool's already selected, remote hard drive destroyer, then we initiate the hack. And voila, it initiates it. Sometimes you can get jailed, though, depending on your amount of luck, which, you know, I've been jailed for it before, so if you do, you're not the only one. But yeah. Now, considering the fact I don't want to take the time to explain it too in depth because we're already kind of far into the video, I'm going to stop it here and just kind of explain what happens after this point. Basically, once you initiate the hack, it'll show up in your infections, attempting to install virus, as you can see. If it succeeds, you'll be able to, click right here. If it fails, it'll probably say failed, so, but you can click on execute whenever it does. So yeah, you gain a lot of experience too, like for doing contracts and everything, so And then once you execute it, you're basically done with your contract. You can also initiate money steal Trojans on them too, if you want to get some extra money out of it. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not, due to the simple fact that it's not necessarily required, and I don't want to waste money on a money steal Trojan. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this showcase of HackerForever, and I really hope that some of you at least play it, or try it out maybe. And if you like it, tell your friends, because this game only has like 18,000 registered users from the last time I checked. And if this game got popular, I can't imagine what it would do. So tell your friends of this game if you like it, and yeah. The administrators are awesome, so I want to give a shout out to some people. I'm going to give a shout out to Chaos, Colton Grundy, which is another administrator. And I remember a moderator from long ago who called himself Chaz. And he basically, I think he quit, but I'm not sure still. So yeah. So yeah, that's HackerForever for you. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like. Subscribe if you want more. I'm going to be probably doing some other tutorials and stuff, such as how to hack a server. Yeah, that'll be a good one to do. So, yeah. Yeah. I have nothing else to say. I just keep saying yeah at the end of the videos. So, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.